Welcome to Rocky Broad Solar, where we encourage you to make the current flow. On today's episode, we're going to be reviewing the Pecron E300 LFP portable power station. Let's get into it. So the Pecron E300 LFP has 288 watt hours of battery storage, and it is up to a 600 watt AC output. Now that is a pure sine wave inverter, so it's nice clean energy for any of your sensitive electronics. It's got a max AC charge of 300 watts input from a standard AC outlet. This is a lithium iron phosphate battery, so you're going to get roughly 3,500 cycles before that battery degrades to 80% of its original capacity. Essentially, you could expect this thing to last at least 10 years on a daily cycling and still have 80% of its nameplate capacity, which is really great. And that's due to that lithium iron phosphate battery technology, which is kind of the best technology on the market today. So with that max 300 watt AC charging input, it can charge from 0 to 100% in 80 minutes. It could take up to 100 watts of DC solar input, utilizing that DC 5521 port to bring in that DC input from your solar panel. So it's got multiple output options, both DC and AC. On the DC side, we've got this 24 volt 5 amp output. We've got another 12 volt 5 amp output. We've got your standard cigarette lighter port here. We've got a USB-C port that's capable of outputting up to 100 watts. And we've got two USB-A ports capable of outputting up to 18 watts each. So we've got two standard wall outlets at 120 volts that can put up to 600 watts output max between the two of them combined. We've got this wireless charging for a cell phone, and we've got a built-in LED light there on the side. In terms of input, you could charge this from a standard AC wall outlet. You could charge it from a 100 watt solar panel, and you could also charge it from a generator or something of that nature. So it comes with this cool little bag that you can hold your accessories in. The accessories include both the AC charging input as well as the DC charging input from a standard cigarette lighter. It comes with an app that you can connect via Bluetooth or Wi-Fi, where you can go in and get a little more visibility and control, where you can adjust between standard charging and fast charging. It can also be used as an uninterrupted power supply for sensitive equipment that you need to keep running, such as your internet router or something of that nature. So this is a very budget-friendly portable power station. It's kind of an entry-level station. It's really just good for something simple like during an outage. Maybe if you want to keep your phone charged, keep your internet router running. Maybe you have a small mini fridge or something like that. Be great to bring camping if you just need some backup power or portable power. This really isn't meant for running large amount of home loads during an outage or anything like that. Again, it's just kind of like your super basic necessities to really keep you going when you need it. So here you can see the light on the side. You just push and hold it to make the light come on. That's great for if you're camping or somewhere where you don't have a light and you're carrying this. You can carry it and use it as both a flashlight as well as a portable power station. Looks like we're good to go here. We're already at 2%. Let me go ahead and turn my stopwatch on. We'll see how long this sucker takes to fully charge up to 100%. Alright, so this thing's charging up relatively fast. It's coming in at 330 watts of input. We're at just under 25 minutes and it's almost 40% full. You can hear the little fans going and feel some warm air coming out of the vents here on the right hand side. and you'll see we're running it roughly, when I stop talking, about 60 decibels, roughly a foot from the unit. So not very loud at all, but you can hear a little small fan running and feel the heat coming out of the side. All right, so we're at 99% state of charge here. It's been about an hour and 8 minutes. It should turn over any minute here to 100% state of charge. You'll notice here that as we're topping off the battery, it has slowed down its charge to about half speed here. We're at 166 watts versus 330 watts is what we were at initially. Usually that's just that's pretty standard for topping off batteries. It kind of trickle charges that last little bit. All right, so we just hit 100% state of charge. We're just at 1 hour and 15 minutes of AC charging. Okay, so I've got my laptop, a light, as well as my internet router and modem plugged into the Pecron E300 LFP here. And, it's been bouncing between 20 and 40 watts roughly, kind of giving me an expected runtime of between 8 and 10 hours. And so, it's only, barely pulling, but a fraction of its AC output capacity. You can pull up to 600 watts continuous out of this power station. But, I think it's designed as intended for something, kind of your essentials during an outage. And I think these are some kind of important loads that most people would expect to run with a power station of this size during an outage. You could also be plugging your phone in to, make sure your phone's charged up, or any other things that you might need, a radio or charging flashlights, things like that. So Pecron also has this little app you can use on your phone and connect to your power station. Do be aware that you need to connect it, use 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi. You can't connect it to a 5G, so just make sure you use the right Wi-Fi network when you're setting the system up. But basically, you can go in, check out your AC and DC power. You can go and switch the LED light on or off, setting it to 50%. 100% lighting, or even an SOS mode. And you can also turn those AC and DC inputs on and off from the app. So what do I think about the Pecron E300 LFP? I think it's a nice little budget-friendly power station for someone that just really doesn't have a lot of money to spend, but does want to have some reliable backup power during an outage for just a couple small essentials in their home. As always, if you're interested in this unit or any other Pecron units, check out our links and coupon codes down in the description below, to where you can save yourself a little bit of money on top of any other deals going on at this time. As always, I really appreciate each and every one of you. Till next time, take care.